Hello, this is Dr. Melissa Cohen, and today we're going to talk about strategies you can use to pay off debt. First of all, you want to start by creating a list of all the debt that you have. So you can look at your mortgage, you can look at any other real estate property you have, you may look at your car, any car payments you may have, you may look at student loans, credit card loans, any type of other bank loans, anything like that, any type of loans that you have. There's a couple pieces of information you want to create on the list. You want to put how much you owe as of, let's choose a starting date, maybe the first of the current month or the month coming up. You want to write down how much is the loan for, the principal amount, and how much you have to pay. You have to look at your due date. So let's go ahead and write that down. What day of the month is it due on? You want to look at what the current interest rate is. And you also want to write down what the minimum monthly payment requirement is as well. So once you have your list of debts, that's going to provide you a list and an overall sense of how much money you owe to other people. The first way that you can do this is basically what they call a snowball effect. And the snowball effect is basically where you take your smallest amount, your loan amount, the smallest amount that you owe, and you are going to work to pay that smallest loan amount off first. And for the rest of your loans and the debt that you have, you're going to pay the minimum amount. So any money, extra money you have at the end of your budget or any other money that you've been paying on different other debts, you're going to take all of that money that you have and you're going to put it towards the debt with the least amount that you owe. All right, so let's give a couple examples. But let's just say your car payment, you've only got a year left on that, and let's just give a rough number of $4,000. You've got credit card debt of $20,000 and student loan debt of $15,000. So in this scenario, your loan amount the least amount of loans that you have would be for your car payment. So what you're going to do is pay the minimum amount required monthly for your credit card, the minimum amount monthly for your student loans. And any extra money, you're obviously going to make the minimum payment amount for your car loan. And then you're going to put any extra dollars that you get at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you're going to put it towards paying off your car loan. So what that means is they call this the snowball effect, because you're going to take that extra money, you're going to pay off the car loan first. So let's say you put all your extra money, and instead of being 12 months of payments, you've paid off so much in advance, you've only had 9 months worth of payments. So that's great. So then you take, let's say you were paying $400 a month towards your car payment a month. So then you're going to take that $400, you're going to go to your second loan that you have on your list, that the lowest dollar amount. And in this scenario, I did credit card amount. So then you're going to take that for $500 you're paying for your car loan. You are going to take that dollar amount and move it towards your student loan payments. So you are going to take your $300 monthly minimum amount that you have been paying towards your car payment. You are now going to add it to your minimum monthly payment of $350 for the student loans. So then you are having a minimum of $650 a month going towards the student loan payments, plus any extra money that you receive as well. And so they call this a snowball effect, because then you're going to snowball it. You're going to take your monthly minimum from the first two, and then you're going to roll it into the third one. And then once you get that one paid off, you're going to roll it in paying all that money of debt towards your fourth mortgage. So you are snowballing your minimum payments plus any extra money you have towards the next debt. So that way it keeps you paying more money towards the debt, and you're paying it off faster than you normally would by obviously paying just the monthly minimums. The second strategy to pay off your debt is called a debt avalanche. So we're going to start with that same list that you have of all your debt. And what you are actually going to do is go to the column that looked at your interest rate And we're going to start there. We're actually going to move things around. We're going to have your highest interest rate first, and that's what you're going to pay off first. And typically that's credit card payments, to be honest. Usually that's 15 to 25% and such. And you want to take all so for the rest of your debts, you're going to pay the minimum monthly payment, and any extra pennies you get, any dollars, anything like that, you're going to pay towards your credit card. And then once the credit card payment is paid off, you're going to move to your second debt that you have with the second highest interest rate amount. And then you're going to follow the same suit. So once that, you put your $400 or $500 every month towards that payment, and then you're going to take that dollar amount and then you're going to roll it into the third item and keep going till all your debts paid off. From a purely math standpoint of what you are actually paying out, you want to pay your highest interest rate first. Another option you can do is, if you have great credit and you have a great payment history, is you can go to another credit card company and see if you can do a zero balance transfer. Usually there are typically fees of 3 to 5%, or sometimes you can get 0% transfer fees as well. And so if you're able to transfer that balance for, let's say, 18 months without any interest rate, and you're able to pay that amount off, that's great as well. Some of the things you need to be considering which option you're going to choose here is that each loan and each debt you have, some debts are better than other debts. And I know that sounds so counterintuitive, but it really is true. So first of all, any check cashing, credit card debts, anything like that where it's 15 to 25%, that's really bad debt, and you need to pay that off as soon as possible because the interest rates are so high. These are some of the strategies to help you determine which debts to pay off first. So thank you for joining me today at Smart and Sassy Money. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the alert button as well so that you're notified every time we upload a video. And also, as always, go to visit our website at www.smartandsassymoney.com. Thank you for joining us today.